Things are clearly getting out of control with ES and ZW and ZS. And then this video, I want to talk about all the analysis for all the futures that I trade, and obviously for these three products, which have been going pretty crazy. My name is Eli. I'm a professional options trader. I manage over $8.7 million. And if you're interested in any mentorship or coaching by me, let me know and we can see if we are a good fit for one another. Let's begin with the video. So for gold and silver, the trend is really not clear. It's getting into a possible consolidation, but it's too early to say. Volatility is low, and there are no critical reasons for the price to increase or decrease, and there are also no critical news as of now. Now, there are some talks about a possible rate cut in December, but it's just speculation, and there's no actual evidence or anything to suggest it might or might not happen based on the comments from the Federal Reserve. So for now, everything looks great, and I'm actually in a short triangle position on gold. I entered when volatility was a bit higher, but right now there's no clear opportunities. If we look at copper, the trend is also not clear. Possible consolidation. Volatility is low, and there are no critical reasons for the price to go up or down, as well as no critical news as of now. But there is no opportunity because volatility is too low. It was much better a few days ago, and I couldn't open a position. I just couldn't get a feel, so I ended up just kind of boarding the mission because it pretty much tells us there's low liquidity. Next thing up is crude oil. Now this is within a big side trend, but volatility is also pretty low, and there are no critical reasons for the price to go up, down, and also no critical news. Now, this might be a good opportunity to open a position. However, I need to factor in the low volatility, which is really affecting the credit that I can receive, which is really low actually on crude oil currently. So need to wait for volatility to go up for one reason or another, and then go from there. Now we have wheat and then soybean. So for now, wheat trend is not clear. Price has been increasing, but volatility is really high. And there is a critical reason for the price to go up, and it's confirmation of China purchases. Pretty much. So for soybean and wheat, the big thing is China is a big purchaser of US soybean and wheat from the US, and China is supposed to purchase a lot of soybeans, and there has not been official talk about China buying wheat, but the wheat has been reacting to potential Chinese purchases of wheat, and price has been going up, but no confirmation yet. Now there's also a critical reason for the price to go down, and it's a failing to confirm China purchases, and price would just crash because there is a sentiment of global ample supply. So the news are pretty critical, and no clear opportunity here in my opinion, as it all depends on what China will do. For soybean, it's pretty much the exact same situation. The trend is actually uptrend, so it's a bit more clear. It's just exited a side trend, so things still might change. Volatility is high, and the critical reason is the same as with wheat. We need a confirmation of China purchases, and if it fails to materialize, price might really go down very quickly. And the news are pretty critical. The same thing, no clear opportunities here in my opinion. All depends on China. Now, from my experience, same thing happened in 2016, 2017 with the tariffs and Trump. And China also promised to buy a lot of soybeans, and they ended up not doing so. So I think it's probably going to be the same case here, and price will just kind of crash down. Volatility will crash with it. But for now, we have no confirmation one way or another, so no clear opportunity for me. So let's analyze ES futures and also wheat and soybean. If you look at the ES futures, you can see it's been pretty much going downwards for 3 out of the last 4 days, and I'm making this recording on Friday. The market is still open, and it's been pretty crazy because a lot of people have been getting hurt by this little run to the downside. And in my opinion, it's just a correction. So it's been almost 3.5%, maybe close to 4% at the worst. But the day hasn't closed just yet. So I think it's just a correction, but who knows with the S&P. What I do know is Michael Burry bought a lot of puts on Nvidia. So he put, I think, a massive $1 billion position. I might be wrong. It might be a number might be a bit different, but he put a pretty big position betting that the bubble will burst, the AI bubble. I don't know if it's going to happen that soon or not, but I do think the market is due for a correction. We'll see what's going to happen. If I was in a position where I had some short puts or some exposure to the downside of the market, I would heavily hedge by just buying very cheap, maybe 5, 6, 7 DTE short puts or long puts, actually, very cheap ones. So if the market goes down, at least I have something to protect me, and I will not be going through massive unrealized losses, because things are getting out of control. This is not just a 1 day kind of decline like we had over here, and then the market just kind of recovered quickly. It's been a few days of declines, so not typical, but let's see what's going to happen. But I would definitely hedge all my positions. Now we have wheat and soybean. So wheat went up really strongly, same with soybean. And this is because the optimism of China purchasing US soybeans and wheat, but there's no official confirmation. That's why the price is kind of going, the price has crashed on wheat somewhat, because there's no actual confirmation, and it keeps on going down even today. Soybean, there's still a lot of optimism, even though it did crash yesterday for about 2.36%, which is quite a lot. It's been going up for quite a bit nonstop. We'll see what's going to happen. It all depends on China. If they confirm purchases, the price will either stabilize and go up even more. If they don't, price will crash down, and it will be quite an opportunity, in my opinion. But we'll see what's going to happen. Now, last thing is I do have a position on gold. It's currently up about 17-18% of credit. I opened it on Sunday when the market opened, so it was actually November 2nd, later in the evening. But it is what it is for now. I do think gold might consolidate somewhat, because there's no critical reason for the price to kind of move anywhere too much as of yet. Things might change, but for now I don't see anything. And my profit target is 50%. And now I will make a video updating, giving an update on this position in just a few days. So thank you again. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try and answer and help out. And again, have a good weekend. I will catch you in the next one.